This is Carl at National RV Detroit. I'm going to walk you through this 2020 Starcraft Autumn Ridge model 32 BHS. Okay, so obviously I'm on the door side of the trailer at the rear here. So you have a regular dorm refrigerator in here. It'll turn on. It runs on 110 AC, and it'll turn on when you plug the trailer in. There's no switch for it at all. You've got a cooktop that pulls out here, right? But keep in mind, this is the line, the LP line for the cooktop, and it's got a male fitting on it. So when you pull this out, there's going to be right there is the quick connect underneath the trailer, so you can plug the grill in, the grill cooktop in, and off you go. You got power awning with LED strip. Your steps fold into the trailer, so you have to pull the pin here to adjust the legs if you need to adjust them for the terrain, but you can adjust both legs independently of each other, so that's a good thing. This is your freshwater fill. This is to fill your freshwater tank in case you're camping someplace that doesn't have plumbing on the campsite, no city water. You can pre-fill that tank and use the onboard pump and pump the water as needed. So generally speaking, you're going to use the city water hookup, which I'll show you. It's on the other side of the trailer. So as soon as we get over there, I'll show you. Just power right there. This is the range hood vent here. If you're going to vent, make sure you pull this baffle loose so it flaps freely like it is. But otherwise, if you're not venting, you just push it shut. Especially when you're traveling down the road and that sort of thing, okay? Your water heater, let's see what we got here, is, okay, you're in you're in winterized mode right now, so the drain plug is out and it's empty and it's in bypass, so you know. The switches to operate it are inside the trailer. I'm told that you've had one of these bottom ridges already, so you're pretty much familiar with it. This little hookup is for a solar battery charger if you want to use a charger for the battery, a solar powered charger. Here you have cranks, the stabilizer crank, and then the other crank is for the power tongue jack. In case it fails, you can pull this plug out of the top and crank it manually. So you have a power tongue jack here, obviously. You have a deep cycle marine battery, 2 LP tanks with an automatic changeover regulator. Your dump hose is inside here. This is a 50 amp trailer, so that's nice. So that means it's pre-wired for a second air conditioner, I'm sure. But we give you the reducers to reduce it down to 30, and then there should be another one here. Which I don't see, but I will make sure it's in here for you. Okay, I gotta make a point of doing that. And this is your sprayer here, by the way. There'll be a spray port to hook this onto. It's a quick connect here, so you'll be able to connect right there. Oh, it's going to go over here. Okay, the docking station. Put that to stay open. Okay. So yeah, you quick connect it right there. This is your city water hookup. Plus, you can switch to fill your onboard tank this way also. There's 2 ways to fill it actually, so that's a good thing. And this is your black tank flush here. So you're going to hook the hose to the dump station on here. After you dump the black tank, you're going to leave that valve open and turn on the water, and it'll spray out the inside of your black tank. Of course, the gray tank is sink and shower water, black tank is toilet water and waste. Always dump the black first and then dump the gray, because it's cleaner water and it'll help to flush out your trailer, flush out the hose. It's clean or dirty water. Okay. Alrighty, so it's pre-wired for backup camera. Also, like with the other trailer, you need to inspect the roof every 90 days or so. So you want to go up 3 times a season, or have somebody else go up there, check the sealant on any roof attachment, check all the lap sealant, make sure it's not cracking or separating, that sort of thing. Look at the roofing material to make sure no road debris flew up there and damaged it, or maybe a low tree branch when you're pulling into a park. So just to go up there periodically, once in the spring, once in the middle of summer, once in the fall, and look around and see what's happening. And if if there is an issue, then you get to take care of it immediately. Alrighty. Okay, let's see what we got here. Storage. Okay, so your water heater right there. Okay. Your water pump is here. This is just a gas water heater, by the way. I made a mistake when I said it was switches. It's actually switch. You check your battery here. You know about this. Your tanks are all empty. It graduates up in 1/3 increments. As it fills up, it gets past 2/3. You got to start thinking about dumping it. Your slide room here and your awning right here. As always, don't leave your awning out unattended. If you're not going to be at the campsite, then you want to roll it in so you don't the wind doesn't get a hold of it and damage it. There's a remote for this, by the way. Your sound bar, you can stream off the USB here, so you can put all your albums on one USB drive and just plug it in, and there's also Bluetooth, so you can stream wirelessly with your phone or tablet. You got 2 speakers. A is inside, B is outside. 2 selections. And it does everything a radio normally does. So you can do whatever you need to do when you're camping. Keep in mind that when you hook your TV up, it goes here, and you can shut that off, but you always want it on because that's the signal booster for the digital antenna. So it's important to keep that on. Okay, so the refrigerator is a Dometic gas absorption refrigerator. Yeah, and it's nice and cold inside. Keep in mind, to set the temperature, this is called a thermistor. You slide the actual thermistor is the cylinder on the end of this wire here. So you slide it up as high as you can go. The higher it goes, the colder it is in the refrigerator. Generally speaking, you'll have it up all the way. Also, this is on and off, of course. On. Right now, it's on AC because it's on auto, as you can see. So you want it on auto. It always seeks out electricity and uses it if it can. If it can't find it or loses power, it'll automatically switch over to gas. Okay, that's very cool, of course. Alrighty. That's your range hood. Your microwave looks like any other microwave. This, I'm sure, is the same as your other trailer here, but let me go through it. The oven may be different. So obviously you turn it clockwise to spark it. He's got the gas shut off, it looks like, so I can't show you. But there's a pilot light down here, all the way at the bottom, all the way to the back. You can see it spark there, because I'm turning the sparker to the right. So what you do to light the oven is you go to the pilot light, the picture of the flame, you depress it and hold it depressed. Then you're going to spark it with the sparker here, and when it lights, you're going to, once it lights, you're still holding this in, you hold it for another 10 seconds after it lights to heat it up. You go to operating temperature, and just like with other RV ovens, when you shut it off, the flame goes out, but so does the pilot light. So you have to relight that each time you use the oven. But I'm not sure what model oven you had last time, but they're switching over to these, the one that you can actually use the sparker to light it instead of a grill lighter. So you may have the same one, you may not, I'm not sure. But this one, you can just spark it to light it. All right, this of course is your power converter. It converts 110 AC to 12 volt DC. You have 110 AC circuit breakers in there. They're all labeled, just like at home. And then you have 12 volt fuses in there. That's where the 12 volt power comes. There's also a battery charger, so as long as you're plugged in, it'll keep your battery charged up. This is your carbon monoxide LP gas detector plus low battery alarm. So it'll detect carbon monoxide or LP leak, or if your battery's really low, it'll beep very slowly. So if it beeps very slowly, here I'll show you. It's telling you your battery is low. That's LP. Now it'll test for carbon monoxide. There you go. Now the battery. There we go. So it beeps very slowly like that if your battery's low. Okay, so let's look around. So obviously you can drop your table onto those cleats and turn it into a bed. Let's see what we have here. This is a jackknife couch, so jackknife's flat to a bed. Alrighty. The bathroom works like any other, except as you know with the RV toilet, because you're familiar with it, once you're hooked up to water, you're going to put about a gallon or so of water in there before you start using it. So you'll pull into the campsite. Your black tank is directly below, obviously, and if it's empty, you will you'll hook up your water and your power. You come in here and stand on this pedal and let about that gallon or so of water go in there. You always do that when you're starting off with an empty black tank. Okay. Emergency exits. Alrighty. Go to the bunk room now. Well, we're going that way. There's a slide room right there. This is your thermostat. You just hit the mode button to scroll through different options: heat, fan, air conditioning, furnace, that sort of thing. So try to always use the air conditioning and the fan on auto if you can. That's the best way to run it. So we got 2 bunks here. This one dropped. You can turn this little dinette into a bed also by dropping the table and using the back cushions. And this top one folds up here. So this folds up on a 45-degree angle like so people can sit at the table and use it if they need to. Okay, and there's your TV hookup right there. Okay, good. And there's another emergency escape window back here if you need to, if there's a terrible emergency. Okay. Well, let's see. I think I've covered everything. Let me look around here. I think I've got it all. Yes, yes. Okay, so thanks for purchasing your trailer here at National RV Detroit. And keep in mind that you want to inspect that roof every 90 days. That's important. And the trailer is winterized right now and the water heater is bypassed. Okay? Thank you.